It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood.
Oh, look at there, buddy! How's it going?
We're just floating along here.
Gonna make it happen.
Farming old school today.
We made around without getting stuck, so we're good to go.
It's snowing again. Hopefully spreading fertilizer tomorrow. It got 2/10 of rain on Sunday night. They were supposed to start spreading today, but it made the ground just a little bit sticky. So with the amount of wind we've been getting, even though it's cold, it's kind of dried things out enough to maybe go. That's the plan here. We just got to start, so running out of days. The 15th is the deadline for putting corn in for insurance trees. Got to get going here eventually. At least get the field work prepped. Now, since we got that high-speed planter, this is exactly why I wanted to go this way, or we wanted to go this way, is because if push comes to shove and we get pushed all the way to the very end, we can get a lot of field prep done and put it in a hurry in the last couple days when the temps start warming up. High of 39 tomorrow, and I think today the high was like maybe 41 or something like that, so a little chilly.
While we're in the bush town, Green Bush, Steph was hauling with this rig today, or took a load this morning. Went to help her reload, and I noticed bad tires. We had one with some cords coming out of it, so I took the truck trailer, we loaded it, and I'm coming back through, gonna make a run, but we're gonna stop in Greenbush and get some tires, some new tires. So we'll go check out the boys here at the co-op, local co-op, see how busy they are. We're there. Let's go see the boys.
What do you think, Banner?
I don't think. She's full. I need these two, and then inside one on both of that.
Ricky the recap. There's Bissy. What are we working on now?
Putting a CV shaft in.
Nice.
Yep.
It's always something. I suppose I can help, huh?
Yeah. And now I know what it feels like to be Mark. What do you mean? Probably needed some new ones, huh? Ta-da! Pretty slick. Never too busy to help Ben.
They'd be like, Mark, I gotta fix my hair.
Look at all the tires. You put on a few, don't you?
Lots of rubbers.
Oh yeah, look at that. These are the brand new ones? Nice.
Let's get to the rescue.
Gonna make it happen. Ooh. Nice. Did it singe in you the beard hairs, or are you okay?
I smell it.
Yeah. Just like that.
All done.
Yeah.
Torque the spec.
Nice.
Well, it's so beautiful out. It's like 29, and we're gonna go do some spraying. Good thing it's 28% because the water would freeze. Good night anyway. And it's snowing. You can't see it. Trust me, you can't see it. It's snowing, honestly. I think it'd actually be warmer farming in Alaska. My goodness. Well, we got some fertilizing going on. We got 3 gators going, 2 CHS and 1 of ours, so should be a pretty good day today. I'm thinking there'll be well over 1,000 acres spread today. The guys here from Superior are here working again. Them poor buggers, every time they come, it's snowing or blowing. I'm gonna tell them not to come until we're done planting, because this is getting ridiculous. Every time they come, they bring horrible weather with them. All right, let's head to the field. Here they are. Must be having a little problem. Something must be going on. We just gotta think warm thoughts. Think warm thoughts. Should have worn your winter jacket.
Yeah, and my long underwear.
Well, we just dumped a biodegradable coolant out. Suppose we can warm her up. Oh, yeah! Come to life. Hoping everything goes good. I only got to use this sprayer just a little bit last fall, so.
How many acres will it tank to?
10 gallons an acre, so
160 acres.
160 acres. So we could probably put 1,500 in there.
Then we don't need to worry about overflowing
Yeah,
this nasty stuff.
yeah. Okay, I'm freezing. We're gonna get this loaded and get in a nice warm cab, and then I'll turn you guys back on. Bye. Well, I just got my lunch brought over. We got Mike here. We're getting some sprayer stuff figured out. Just software stuff. I should have been more on top of it, but he was nice enough to come by and get her figured out. We're gonna get her going. Well, Mike just left. I should have got him on camera, but we were kind of busy in here. I think we did 3 or 4 different software updates. Anyway, it all works great now. But anyway, you got me set up on turn automation, so I don't even have to steer. That is slick as snot. Look at that. Look, man, no hands. So what we're doing here is we got streamer nozzles on in the front, and then we got a high flow flat 06 in the back. We're streaming the majority on, but yet we're flat fanning some big droplets out the back just a little bit. So that's how we're applying the 28%. So this field is going to be one of the corn on corn fields. So we're putting on a little extra in. We'll see how it goes. It's got to warm up first though. As Dane would say, cold. It's cold out there. Like it's snow pants and snow and a winter jacket cold. And it's a northwest wind besides, so she's nasty. There's our little 28% tanker trailer. Believe it or not, you can buy one of these cheaper than you can buy the tanks to put on a trailer. Kind of crazy, but we got this one up in Canada. We put 5,000 gallons in it at a time. It holds a lot more than that. But obviously it gets, what is it, 11 pounds a gallon or something like that, this 28% is. I'd rather be spraying 32%, but our co-ops up here, they cut it with water right when it comes off the train, so if you could maybe get a hold of it before they did that, you could get some 32%, but everything's pretty much 28 up here. This trailer's got the gauges. So that's empty. Empty and full. So this one's like about half full, this tank. It's empty right here. So it's kind of cool, it's got gauges on the side. I've never seen that before, but it worked. They work. The tires seem to be working out okay. I'm gonna go sit in the truck or something. It's colder than shit out here. Have I told you it's cold? It's cold.
Morning everybody. We go out and do some spreading ahead of the bean ground. Finally got some that'll be ready to go, it seems. We've been able to do a lot of ground that we're putting corn on. Going good there, but finally gonna get going on some beans here. Tried it a couple days ago, earlier this week. I got stuck twice in the same field, so it wasn't going very well. Top off on some fuel here, and then we'll head out there. I just about got the first batch emptied out here. This 250 acre field here is really nice. Finally able to get to go on some ground where we're gonna put beans. Cramping my thumb. We probably got 1,500 acres of corn ground ready to go that we're gonna start planting on now today, but finally get something going for the beans here. Yeah, we're just floating along here. Ivan's here at the truck, so we're gonna load our second batch. Comes. Well, this field, this field's ready to go. I think we just quick tilled it and we let it green up, so there was a lot of residue that came back. And you can see a lot of residue out here, but it obviously that stuff all died. Doesn't stick to the knife at all. Nice. I think with the quick till out here, that'll work up nice for beans. It won't be like jet black, but it'll be good enough for the beans. Anyway, we made a round without getting stuck, so we're good to go. Got to go.
It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood.
It's a beautiful day in this neighborhood. A beautiful day for a neighbor.
I don't know, Mr. Rogers. No, Rogers? I think it's Mr. Rogers. Yeah. It's snowing again. Busted out the winter jacket. Gonna have to wait for the ground to thaw out before we can go and do any tillage this morning. Dean's in town picking up a couple axle seals for the Timpty he's working on, him and Ivan. And got a couple guys on the road already hauling grain. They leave around 6:30 in the morning, get a couple loads. They're done pretty early in the afternoon. I'm gonna get loaded in the snowstorm here. I'm gonna get loaded in the snowstorm. Yeah, I probably could. Well, there's no point in filling up the tanker when I'm right in the yards. So we're not putting anything in with it. We were gonna maybe do a pre on the corn with the 28, but for us it's not really that necessary. We really don't have much of a weed issue. I mean, we got some water hemp up here, but that's about it. With it being so cold for so long, things don't really get going until after planting anyway. So a post-emergent pass is usually the best for us. You know, when it's warm early in the spring, then probably look at doing a pre. But it's so cold for so long this spring that the weeds aren't even growing. I mean, honestly, there's a couple dandelions and that's about it. Dandelions, they're the only thing that grows when it's cold like this. Anyway, we're gonna put down our triple flex post-emergence, and that'll keep our field nice and clean throughout the summer. So that's what we like to do there. Well, I'm gonna get loaded. See you in a bit. Well, CHS just showed up with another load of 28. That'll be the last load for the spring. That'll put us at 30,000 gallons of 28. That'll work out just fine. One thing for liquid fertilizer, you need gloves like that, and then some wet wipes to wipe your hands in case you do get it on your hands. It's just sticky stuff. It's just so sticky. Sticky, sticky, sticky. Dean had these wet wipes in the cab last year when we were doing wheat, and we'd put dry fertilizer on, or starter. Well, anyway, you'd always get that fertilizer dust on your hands, and it just get kind of grungy. And it's always nice to be able to wipe your hands. We had right at 1,000 acre spread yesterday. We got about 1,500 acres that could be worked and planted. That's dry. It's ready to be worked. It's spread. I just got to finish doing some 28%. So that'd be about half the corn acres. Okay, I'm gonna show you a little something. Most of you probably know, but for some of you that don't, and even myself, I didn't. I knew the machine was capable of it, but I didn't know how to do it. So anyway, thanks again to Mike from True North coming out and helping me get this set up. And every time they're out, they just help me learn a little bit more, and I am 41. I'm not in my 20s. Them guys in their 20s, like Ivan, he's 18. He picks up on this stuff so fast. It's just bam, bam, bam. For me, I have to do it at least 3-4 times before I can start kind of remembering the process and the pages. But anyway, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to show you how to generate an auto path off of just a regular boundary that you have. Let's start it off here quick. Okay, so right now I do have, this is my auto path. It's already generated. That is my inside boundary, if you will, and that tells the machine when it needs to turn. Start it off, go into guidance. So you go to auto path, you select that, then you go to the pencil. Defaults on rows, so you go to boundaries, and then once you do boundaries, then you got to go to here, and then you got to set your constant offset, and then you set your sprayer width, and then you hit save. And then after you do that, it's going to come up and say 2 machine passes. So you have 2 headlands. I only want 1. So then you got to go to auto path, you got to go to the pencil, and then you can go down 1 or up 1. So once you do all that, that screen's done. All right, so there you go. There's your auto path that's generated. But then we go into applications, auto track turn that on. That's it. And this here, you got to click here, tell it which way you want to start turning. When we get to that point, then we got to click here and select that one or that one, and every time I go, then it knows which direction I'm going. Okay, let's go.
Well, it's another day in paradise. We got us a project. We have a wheel seal leaking on the Timpty trailer, grain trailer. And we have a Brad S-cam on this side. Brake pads are starting to come out. It's all shot. Whole lots of fun right here. Been a little bit of a challenge. The seal was bad. And there was a wear ring on here that I didn't see right away. Not something I do all the time, so I wasn't familiar with it. Ordered a new seal, or Mark ordered new seals from Roseau Diesel, and I'm sure they would have been right, but they didn't account for this wear seal. You can either run the seal on here without the wear ring, or replace the wear ring, but you have to know what you're after, and same with everywhere we try to get parts. I'm sure it's more common for some of you other guys, but not an everyday thing for me anyway. This is that wear ring I was talking about. And this needs to go on the spindle first, and then seal actually rides on the inside here, and that way if there's any damage that's gonna happen, whether stones get in there, dirt, or just wear from miles and miles of running, it'll damage this wear ring first, and then you can drive it off and drive the new one on, and it's a good deal. And then here's the seal, and then that'll drive on like this here. It's real nice. Let's finish this deal. This is actually not a, oh, and we got some tools we got to use, for driving that on, so quite the ordeal. So here's our hub. I'm draining it in a bucket right now. And we gotta rip the seal out of that. So this is what we did put in there. It was gonna run directly on that spindle. We'll drive that on with this tool, get that flushed up, and then we can put our seal in. Well, there we got our wear seal on. We got that on. And I drove the new seal in. So let's just reverse everything and put it all back together. Now Ivan's working on the other side. We got a bad cam on that side, so. Being it's snowing out and it's July, we might as well be working in the shop, right Ivan? Yeah. See if I can't blow my asshole out. Might help you. Yeah, okay. There, thank you.
Farming old school today. So So we're kind of in a little bit of a dumb predicament. I know a lot of you are gonna have to say, well, why don't you own one of them? This is the only cultivator we have on the farm. We run a quick till and we run a vertical tillage, which is a super coulter. And that's the way we've done it for a long time, probably 10, 12 years. But for some reason this year now, even though it hasn't been hot out, the ground is like hard for some reason. I don't know why. This heavy clay around the farm here, we have 1,500 acres of it. But we're running the vertical tillage over it. Gotta break the clay, this clay, you gotta bust the top open on it, let it air out, and then you can come back and do something else with it. And I'm kind of afraid that the quick till is gonna, I don't know, make a mess of this clay. So I'm just gonna run this in some of that heavy, gooey stuff and just see what it does. If it balls up like I think it's gonna, then obviously that's not the route to go. So that's what we're doing. We decided to run the quick till over that heavy ground instead of that little cultivator. Ivan, he was here this morning, got going at 4, finished up a field, and then now we're switching gears and gonna move to a different field. I think Ivan and Dad are gonna do some spreading. Steph and Boyd are hauling in some corn, and so that'll be done. Maybe even put some corn in today. We'll see. Nighttime temps for Saturday and Sunday don't look very good, 29 degrees. So looking at the calendar, I think we gotta go. So maybe plant in the morning, quit at noon, 1 o'clock. I don't know if it's that important, but that way that seed gets that somewhat of a warm start. I know the first 12 hours are pretty important, but like I was talking to another guy this morning, can't have everything perfect. So if it's fit and dry, I guess you put it in. Well, let's get a little more tillage done. You know, with having corn in the mix here now, kind of changes things as far as fall tillage goes. Usually, we've been putting the corn behind wheat ground. Well, wheat ground is usually softer, so the super coulter seems to work pretty good. This year, putting it behind the beans, ground's a little harder, because we don't chisel plow the bean ground. We just run a pass with this thing, and then usually we put wheat on it. But I'm gonna have to change some stuff up, so looks like next year's gonna be a little bit of a different tillage program on the soybean ground ahead of corn. So live and learn, just a few tweaks we gotta make, I guess. It's not the end of the world right now, it's just that we gotta hit it twice. We just got going again here. Not the most perfect tool to probably use in the spring, but it seems to work pretty good, especially with them coil baskets. It does leave a nice seed bed. See, look at the tires. As dry as it is, it's still sticky underneath. It's the beauties of farming clay. Every spring seems to be a little different too. I think the problem is we haven't really gotten any rain this spring, and it's just been the frost. It's just been coming out really slow. I mean, we've gotten a couple tenths, and I think the ground is still kind of hard from the winter. It just hasn't been softened up from a rain. So our normal vertical tillage isn't necessarily working as good this year. So it seems like a guy's got to dig it a little harder. Even though it hasn't been like hot or warm to bake the ground, it's just hard, I guess you could say. Harder than normal, put it that way.
Well, here we are Sunday night. I'm gonna go out and check a field to see how it's going. That sounded pretty good. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm going for a drive in Greenie.
Oh, dang. Oh, that's gonna be beautiful. Be nice. Excuse me, I need this. Yeah, bro. Done. I'm done. Stupid ass. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. This f***ing thing won't even f***ing move. You shitting me? Piece of shit.
You know, wondering what that is. I gotta turn that on. That's auto steer. Greenie has auto steer.
Beep, beep, beep.